Welcome to the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games and to this beautiful story which only has, sadly, a few more chapters to be written. It's wonderful to have your company again for another para-athletics session. Well, if we didn't know too much about the Stade de France before these games, we're great friends now. This stadium has been the perfect host, gracious and accommodating and encouraging the athletes to do their best, which they continue to do. I'm Steve Rabilliard, and Annika Honora is with me in what I must say is probably the best commentary position I've ever had for track and field. Annika, what's the transition been like for you from athlete down there to commentator up here?
I must say it's easier in its own way. So I don't have to focus on the physical attributes anymore in order to run fast around the track, but I have a deeper appreciation for different events, different athletes, and as well as everyone trying to aim for, various goals that they're trying to set during these games. So it's been a splendid para game so far, and I'm looking forward to much more this evening.
And I love the way the fans are just so involved. They're dressed up, they're singing, dancing, and just having a fine old time, and supporting all athletes equally, with a special big cheer, of course, for the French. But does this role make you think differently about your sport? You're seeing things that you didn't see down there in the mix. Here's the program, I'll come back to that, with the javelin shot put. And as usual, we've got field events to kick it off, and then 100s, 400s, 200s, women's long jump there, the T20. Big field in that one. And a Discus F38 final, and some 400 heats at the end of the session, and some victory ceremonies as well. But it's a different perspective up here, isn't it? It
is, definitely. I definitely, like I mentioned, it's made me fall in love with the sport even more.
That's great.
I don't have to run around anymore, but I've always been a supporter of the different athletes, different events, and yeah, long may it continue.
Well, we can bring all your experience to bear on our schedule today, as it offers up the ideal mix of finals in the field, plus heats and finals on the track, 100, 200 and 400s. Have you got a particular race you're looking forward to in this session?
I would say the relay.
The universal relay.
The universal relay. It was a spectacular watch this morning. So I'm looking forward to that head-to-head USA versus China coming up much later. But yeah, it was great. It was great to watch. It's very, very strategically coordinated, so yeah, should be an amazing final.
Unconfined chaos, I think. It's a mile 22 degrees. It's been a beautiful day, and wind direction from the east. A little bit of breeze about, not much. Great conditions overall. Saw some Dutch fans in the crowd, and in the first event on the track, the women's T6400, there's a possibility of the Netherlands going 1, 2, 3. German supporters here too. They've got an athlete in Imgard Ben-Suzanne, who could also go very well. But, that's a few minutes away yet, as is the way in these sessions. We kick it off by introducing a couple of field events. Everyone hustling to find their seats. The unmissable orange of the Dutch supporters. Bit of dinner being tucked away there. Why not? It's about that time. Yes, the three strikes of the coup de bâton. A reminder of what's ahead. That women's 100 T64. Records have been tumbling in the build-up to that. So Tara Davis-Woodhall has the honour today, and her husband Hunter Woodhall is racing in this session in the next hour. And Tara won the Olympic gold in her event last month, jumping 7.1 metres. She's got an outfit that just about matches the track. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but she's well used to it by now. Perhaps she's gone home in between, but back to see her husband Hunter in action. Field of 11 in the javelin, and I like the look of this with Holly Robinson and Holly Arnold and Holly Robinson extending extending a long rivalry. And she is the world record holder. Won Tokyo, was second in Rio. Rosana Mendez, 21-year-old from Mexico, fourth at the World Championships this year. Third at the World Championships this year, Maury Loguil. So she won in Rio, was third in Tokyo, got overtaken in the last round. Bit of a gut wrencher. She'd like to make amends here. Shihinakon Igatalieva from Uzbekistan. That country having a great games with the throwing events. Lisa Pedersen, 7th in Tokyo, 6th at the 24 Worlds, throwing 34.68. And Ashona Charles, flag bearer for her country at the opening ceremony. Chaudhary, 4th in the Asian Para Games in Hangzhou last year. Uruda, 2nd in Tokyo, and she pulled out that big throw in the last round as well. It was an unforgettable final. Fifth at the 23 and 24 Worlds was Egasheva. Sokolov, former handball player, 5th in Tokyo. So yes, Robinson and Arnold, New Zealand and Great Britain, great rivals in this particular javelin event. And as the drill would have it, Holly Robinson will be up first. Has a PB of 45.73, which is the world record. She set that in Sydney 5 years ago.
As the women's javelin gets off to a flying start, so will the men's shot put, F57. Twelve competitors in the field, including the Islamic Republic athlete Yasin Khosravi, who is the two-time world champion.
So javelin is underway. Well, about to be. Holly Arnold. Well, something interesting's happened here. I did see out of the corner of my eye that Holly Robinson had a throw before, but they were not quite ready, either with something technical or the officials, and she's invited to throw her first attempt again. So you haven't missed anything, as it turns out. So out towards 40 metres. About 5 metres short of her world mark. She squeezes out a smile as she checks that the throw was fair. Anyway, a 39.03 first attempt for Holly Robinson. And she'll have bigger throws to come. I don't think there's much doubt about that. Now, Kenya Lozano Mendez of Mexico has a best of 40 metres and 14. Just shy of 35 metres there in the opening salvo from Lozano Mendez. And a 33.39. We've got Marilo Gil of Venezuela up, and then Holly Arnold of Great Britain. There's a PB of 42.45. Oh, she's very close to that line there. And too close. Just put the toe on the line. Unfortunately, because it was quite a decent throw from Marilo Gil. That will clear the runway for Holly Arnold. We get to see her throw. There's a track event about to start. We should be all right. Six-time world champion of the javelin. 2013, 15, 17, 19, 23 and 24. Just a little shy, it would seem, of Robinson's first throw. resting the front of the javelin on the forehead, and then through the air it spears its way out towards 40, and it's a 38.46. So around half a metre behind Robinson. Early days, first round, but she's sitting in second. Annika, can you see yourself in different coloured sneakers? That's a look, isn't it? I think there's probably a purpose to it, though, I think, with the throwing events.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I didn't wear different coloured spikes when I was competing, but, you know, fashion's fashion. Fashion always comes back, and we are in the city of fashion, right? So it makes sense.
Igatelieva of Uzbekistan. Oh, that's a good one. And I think we've got a new leader. Oh, no, we don't. She's fouled it. It was out around 40 metres. So unfortunately, Igatelieva fouls with the first, but there's a suggestion she's got good form in her. So Robinson of New Zealand, Arnold, Great Britain, Lozano, Mendez, Mexico. So getting ready on the track. This final, first up, is the women's 100 T64. Athletes have had a little investigation of how things look out there, and then they're withdrawing to make the formal introduction. Spain, Germany, 3 from the Netherlands. Arjan Beku of the United States in lane 5. From Switzerland, Rahmani in 8. And Papa Constantinou of Canada in lane 9. But, really expecting the 3 Dutch competitors and Ben Susan of Germany to be fighting it out. The 38-year-old from Madrid, 7th in Tokyo. And Suzanne is the world record holder in the T44 classification. Yeah, second in the 200 and long jump here. Van Gansewenkel will feature here. She makes a quick start. And Beku from Massachusetts, a 32-year-old. Alcamada, well, the fastest qualifier, won the 200 here. And Fleur Young, 4th in Tokyo and at the 23 and 24 Worlds. Abasia Rahmani, a 32-year-old from Winterthur in Switzerland. 24-year-old from Toronto, on the podium in Tokyo with a bronze medal. Van Gansewinkel in 4, Alkemade in 6, Jong in 7. Ben Suzanne of Germany is in lane 3. Alkemade, can she live up to slight favoritism that she enjoys prior to this race? She has Ayunbeku beside her in 5. Jong takes a little while to get going and then brings it home really powerfully on the double blades. She says, if everything is under control, you are not going fast enough. Well, can she let loose here, Jong? It's the women's 100 T64 final. Ayunbeku taking a long while to get set. Ben Suzanne left at the blocks, really. It was Van Gansewinkel who, as usual, makes a very good start, and she's starting to stretch the lead. Jong is coming with her. Jong goes past her, and it's going to be a Dutch 1, 2, 3. It's Jong. Very tight for second, Van Gansewinkel and Alkemade, and they did it. They wanted it, and they've got it. The Netherlands, 1, 2, 3. Well, they're all happy for each other. A 12:54 for our winner. And very tight for second and third.
What a win by Jong. She really did get out, but it was actually Van Winkle who got the better start. And in the closing stages, she was just able to just hold on to that lead and take that win. Talk about Dutch delight, 1, 2, 3. The American, Ayunbeku, got a start and we thought she could threaten the top 3 Danish athletes, but she was unable to. And instead, we got 1, 2, 3 by the Dutch athletes.
Well, we're just waiting for the scoring to come up with the placings. It does look like Alkemade got the second. Jong knew she had it, and this is the fashion with her races. She's a little slower away and very strong at the finish. Alkemade on that last replay did look like she just crossed in front of Van Gansewinkel, who certainly won the start. And they go around congratulating and thanking each other. But there's just a pause here. Now we've got a 12:54 for Jong, confirming her win. 12:70 for Alkemade, 12:72 for Van Gansewinkel. So it is a 1, 2, 3 for the Netherlands. And Andres Barrio of Spain actually got 4th. Then Ramani of Switzerland. The 12:54. Jong is in the T62 classification. And it hasn't come up as a Paralympic record. That's because she's up in this T64 race, racing as a T62. Well, it was being talked about, the possibility of a 1-2-3 for the Netherlands. And they were brilliant in their semis, and Fleur Jong prevails this time. The 28-year-old, who was 4th in Tokyo, moves it up to gold in Paris. Well, these fans are happy. It's started very well for them. First of our victory ceremonies about to get underway.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs du lancer de javelot masculin F54.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's javelin club F54.
Our first victory ceremony of the evening will be the men's javelin F54. What a wonderful competition this was, won by the neutral para-athlete Ivan Renvenko. Went on to take that gold.
Director of event and venue management are organising the Paralympic Games Paris 2024.
Accompagné par
Accompanied by
Monsieur Olivier Debar, directeur délégué aux achats Paris 2024.
Paris 2024 Procurement Deputy Director.
Médaillé de bronze, représentante de la Grèce.
Bronze medalist, representing Greece, Manuel Stephanoukakis.
Emmanuel Stephanoukakis from Greece takes the bronze medal. The 41-year-old previously won in the Rio 2016 Games. And also got the bronze in London as well. 3-time world champion. From the 41-year-old Greek hailing from Heraklion.
Médaillé d'argent, représentant du Mexique.
Silver medalist, representing Mexico, Edgar Ulysses Fuentes Yanez.
And the silver medal goes to Edgar Ulysses Fuentes Yanez. Wonderful silver won by the Mexican athlete. Silver adding to that gold he won at the World Championships this year in Kobe. And also gold that he won at the Pan American Games in Chile in 2023. Initially taking up wheelchair basketball in 2014 before making the switch to para athletics.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion, neutral Paralympic athlete, Ivan Revenko.
And the champion, Ivan Revenko from neutral para athletes. The 38-year-old taking that gold medal. previously competing in powerlifting before making the switch also to para-athletics. Making the switch in this sport in 2016 and hasn't looked back since.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able for the Paralympic anthem.
Wonderful scenes there from our three medalists. Stefanou Cardos from Greece taking that hazing bronze. Edgar Julius Fuentes Yunes with the silver. And the champion, Ivan Vivenko from neutral Paralympic athletes. The medalist from the men's javelin F54.
Women's javelin F46 continuing. Murilo Gil of Venezuela. Fouled with the first, and it was looking like it was going to be a good throw, and she just couldn't control her balance at the end. This time she does, and out it goes. Well past 40 meters. Almost 42 probably. So this should give her the lead. A PB of 42.45. She won't be much short of that. And a 41.90. And the Venezuelan throws to the front. Holly Arnold opened up with a 38.46. That looks a little better. It's her 5th Paralympic Games. She was only 14 when she competed in Beijing. Point first, that's all good. And a little behind Murilo Gil, though. And second for Holly Arnold measures at 40.16. So up into second position. And Robinson of New Zealand is back to 4th. Yigita Lieva with a 39.27 has moved up to 3rd. So it's starting to get interesting after just 2 rounds. F46 javelin. And she gets to ring the bell, does Yong. Well, she won the T64 long jump. So a second gold medal for Yong.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs du lancer du disque masculin.
gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's discus throw F37.
From earlier, the men's discus F37. And we've said more than once that it's been a good games for Uzbekistan in the throwing events. It will prove so again for Toliboy Yuldashev. Jesse Zesu of Canada is there also, and Hadi Ali of Pakistan.
Paris 2024 Procurement Deputy Director.
Médaillé de bronze, représentant du Pakistan.
Bronze medalist, representing Pakistan, Haida Ali.
Well, the 39-year-old picking up the bronze medal. Won the F37 discus in Tokyo. Was second in the long jump in Beijing. So he's got some versatility, has Haider Ali. And he threw a 52.54. That was his best, and that was in the last round. He had 4 fouls.
Silver medalist, representing Canada, Jesse Zesu.
And the 25-year-old Jesse Zesu. Fourth at the World Championships this year with the discus, and 7th in the long jump. So more than one string to his bow as well. And Zesu threw a 53.24 in the last round to consolidate second position.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion, representing Uzbekistan, Toliboy Yuldashev.
He picked up the bronze medal in the shot put. He's gone a couple better here with the discus. Quite young for this level of success in throwing events. He's just 21. They tend to get stronger and better as the years roll by. He's blossomed early, and a personal best of 57.28, which he threw in the last round. In fact, all 3 best throws from our medalists came in round 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Uzbekistan.
What makes this victory ceremony even more special is that the place is suddenly really full. They've come in there tens of thousands to Stade de France. The top deck is as full as it's been. Dashev, Zesu and Ali are medalists there in the F37.
As we move back to the shot put, seems to have made quite a bit of progress. Seeing Koshravi. Islamic Republic of Iran athlete coming into this competition as the world champion, and he become para champion too. And that is a big throw. Koshravi taking it beyond that 15-meter mark. All throwers will take all 6 attempts with a break they will have after the 3rd attempt. And on his 4th throw, that's 15.96.
Well, it's very close to his world record.
It is. Very close to his world record. Omar currently sitting in 2nd, 2 meters and 77.
Men's 400 T62 is the next event on the track. Johannes Flors of Germany is the world record holder with 45.78. He's in the field. He'll be in lane 7. Hunter Woodhall will be on his inside. The PB of 46.09. Stylianos Malakopoulos, 8th in Tokyo. 27-year-old from Thessaloniki. .22-year-old somehow got himself DQ'd in both the 100 and 200 at the World, so I hope he has a better run here. .32-year-old from Sao Paulo, Alan Oliveira Beckett Ponteles. Hendricks, some kind of a chance from Delft. Famous for its blue pottery. He'd like something a little less fragile, perhaps a medal. Third in Tokyo and Rio. It's such a great introduction to have, isn't it? World and Paralympic champion, even before you get to the blocks. Flors the man to beat. The 35-year-old from California. Second way back in London, 2012. Duplessis, 30-year-old from Stellenbosch, will be in the outside lane. So one lap of the track for the T62. 400 competitors. As Duplessis makes his way to the blocks at lane 9. Hunter Woodhall with a PB of 46.09. He will at least have Flors in his sights, because Johannes Flors, the German, is in 7, Woodhall in 6, Hendricks in 5. Flors world record 45.78. His wife, Tara, watching on. The Olympic long jump champion, Hendricks. So 8 in this men's 400 T62 final. Blake Leaper, second at the 23 World Championships, floors from Leverkusen. He's your Tokyo gold medalist. Will he go back to back? Taking a while to get settled. And Floors got away a little sluggishly, and outside him Leaper has leapt up beside Duplessis. Now Floors finds his form on his inside. Woodhall and Hendricks going very well, and down the back straight they go, striding out, trying to establish a position for this home turn, and it looks like Floors has got them covered at the moment. Woodhall starting to make a move along with Hendricks. This is going to turn into a race in 3. Hendricks in the orange singlet really starting to bring it home. Up on the inside, it's going to be Hendricks, Woodhall and Floors. A race in 3. Floors on the outside has just got it. Here comes Woodhall. Hunter Woodhall is striding to the front, and the American looks like he's got it. Very tight for second, and Woodhall does it. He's finally got the better of Johannes Floors. He's a bit excited about that. He ran the perfect race, I think. That lane suited him, being on the inside of Floors. He dragged Hendricks with him. A super race over the last 150. And Floors struggling to get to his feet. He has to dip his cap today to Hunter Woodhall. The 25-year-old from Arkansas has it. Hendricks in third with a personal best. Leaper just out of the medals and gets the hug from his wife, Tara Davis Woodhall. What a pair they make. She did the coup de baton. He's responded with a gold medal performance. Great story.
Amazing story. Hunter Woodhall really did hand it to Flores. He basically knew his tactics and he knew he was going to go out. I think he went through the first 200, the German did, quite controlled, but if you see him at just past the 200-meter mark, he starts to look up at the screen. He's trying to see where Hunter is, and then Hunter just started to accelerate at the turn leading into that home straight, and what a win by the American. Fantastic performance.
And a deep-seated roar. There's the tight finish. It's 46.90. Floors gets the silver by a skinny 100th from Hendricks. We got the sense down that back straight that Woodhall was running a really controlled 100 down there. He looked like he was just kind of coasting. He had something left, and Tara is out of her seat. There's a gold medal pair. And Floors applauds him. And Ben Susan comes out to comfort Floors, who can't take it a second time, but he's got the silver in 46.90. Hunter Woodhall, USA. Johannes Floors, Germany. Oliver Hendricks, in the men's 400 T62. The South Africans finishing 6th and 8th. Well, we'll take a breath and go back to the javelin. There's been a bit of a changing of the guard up the top. Holly Arnold looking to improve on her 40 metres and 16. She might have found a little bit more. Holly Robinson of New Zealand has thrown a couple of fouls after opening with a 39.03. Holly Arnold, Great Britain. Important not to get our Hollies mixed up, as they're two of the featured athletes. It's Arnold sitting just a little bit behind Marie O'Gill. Shadari of India, after a 37.31 and a 36.40. Looking to enter the battle for the medals. 26-year-old. Well, threw it seemingly quite flat. Not a lot of air underneath that attempt, but it's long. Has a PB of 35.66. Now this is well past that. And that is a legal throw and a good one. That's a 39.64. That is a monstrous PB by 4 meters, if you don't mind. Our next event will be first of 3 semi-finals. I know that sounds a little strange, but semi usually means half and we usually mean 2, but there's 3 in the women's 200 T12. The first in each heat qualifies, and the next fastest loser goes through to the final. It's the T12, and Brazil, Ukraine, Cuba and the Dominican Republic represented in this first of 3. Gomes de Aguiar of Brazil, guide Martins Ribeiro. Bodachuk and Durand Elias in this one. The two great rivals. Durand Elias has 10 Paralympic gold medals. Here she is. And she's going for what we're calling the triple-triple. She's won the 100, 200 and 400. At the last 2 games, she's already got a couple in her pocket here. She's won gold in the 100 and 400. If she can get through to the final and win this one, then she'll have the triple-triple. Cruz Severino of the Dominican Republic is out in lane 7. Well, she's the queen of the track in the T12. Omara Durand Elias. And Uniol Kindalan Vargas is the guide. Second in Tokyo, Rio and Beijing. Oksana Bodachuk. Third in the 24 worlds, Gomez de Aguiar. So only the winner assured of a place in the final. This is the women's 200 T12 athletes with a vision impairment. World record and Paralympic record holder Durand Elias in lane 5. The synchronicity between Durand Elias and her guide, an absolute feature of the way they perform. The cool breeze sort of sweeping across the stadium just for a moment. PA calls for quiet. The tether is set for Durand Elias. Bodachuk on her inside. These two great rivals go in the same semi. And Durand Elias probably got the better of the start. Bodachuk sets out after her. On the inside, it's Gomez de Aguiar of Brazil, and outside the Dominican Republic's Cruz Severino. But it is Durand Elias making her way to the front and striding away with it, as she always does. It's going to be tight for second, actually. Bodachuk starting to get the better of Cruz Severino, but down to the line comes Omara Durand Elias in 24:42. Just cruising in, really. That was not a quick time by her standards. She can go faster if and when she needs to. But Bodachuk fairly well back, and she'll be hoping to be the fastest non-winner. On track still for the triple-triple.
The triple-triple indeed. Durand Elias really taking that win and running a season's best in the process, 24.41. And she's had such a busy Paralympics. I think she can be forgiven for taking that race quite easily.
Well, she just seemed to do what she needed to. She's quickly out of the blocks. Bodachuk was keeping the stagger for a while, but once they hit the straight, down to business as usual, kicked away, race over.
Yeah, she's so experienced in this event, and she's so experienced when it comes to these global championships. She's just taking it race by race, and I think more than anything, she wants to get that Paralympic gold medal.
See, it's very interesting tactically, because Bodachuk knew, okay, I'm not going to win this, I've got to do the best time possible. She was absolutely pushing through the line, but Durand Elias had totally switched off.
Yeah, she had, and she took that win, got that automatic cue. Paulina dos Santos from Brazil. 38-year-old Brazilian athlete, preparing for his third attempt. And that goes far, close to that very, very close to that 15-meter mark. Previously finishing third in Tokyo. Two-time world champion in the seated shot put. Paulina dos Santos will be hoping to make the podium again. And he currently sits in second with that third attempt throw of 15.06. Khosravi still taking that lead with 15.96. Which is a Paralympic record.
Now that's some headgear. But it's the tricolore, so a French supporter. Women's long jump T20 about to get underway. Big field in this one, Annika. Chashik of Poland holds the world record of 6 meters 21. That event about to get underway, but we're already deep into progress in the women's javelin F46. Iga Talieva has been sitting in third position for a while. She's just 15 years of age, significantly the youngest in the field. Can throw. Nice technique. So she threw a 40-27 in round one. What a throwing program they've got in Uzbekistan at the moment. They're producing all sorts of medalists across the board, men and women. Discus, shot put, javelin. Certainly got a future champion here at 15. Iga Talieva. It's Marilo Gil who leads it with 41.90 from Arnold of Great Britain. Iga Talieva, Chaudhry of India, and then Holly Robinson of New Zealand, who's had just the one legal throw, 3 fouls. So Robinson running out of time and throws to produce something. Let's go back to the track. Women's 200 T12, and it's the second of 3 semis. Perez Lopez in the outside lane. Safazada of Islamic Republic of Iran, Burgos Gomez, Spain, and Baros de Silva of Brazil in 1. There is Lopez, initially nominated the Venezuelan without a guide, but has one now, and that's all fine. The T12s might go with or without, and Safazada, for example, is quite capable of managing her vision impairment racing without a guide. On her inside is Melanie Burgos Gomez and Sergio Diaz del Campo Velasquez as the guide. Yes, 5th at the 23 Worlds, the 34-year-old from Barcelona. Laura Baros de Silva. .25.64 PB. A reminder, only the winner automatically progresses out of these 3 heats, and then the fastest non-winner gets through. There will be 4 in the final. Women's T12 200. Well, we can't miss Safazada in that yellow. Has the fastest PB of a 25.04. Safazada was 2nd in the 400. So certainly has the endurance. And away they go. Safazada made a pretty good start and is starting to move up already on Perez Lopez on her outside. Running quite well on the inside of her is Burgos Gomez and Baros de Silva in 1. Safazada looked like she was going to take Perez Lopez on the outside, but Perez Lopez of Venezuela, who was 4th in Tokyo and 2nd at the Worlds last year, runs it down to the line. Perez Lopez in 24.59. And Safazada could just not make an impression after beginning pretty well. Significant height difference between athlete and guide there for Venezuela, but the synchronicity there. And Alejandra gives the guide a big tap on the shoulder, says, well done, we got there. And I think Safazada a bit surprised.
I think she was too, but you know, she's having rather such an amazing games, and to come away and make that final, to win the race and to do so in a personal best. She got out super strong, really, really strong, probably one of the best starts I've seen it in. And she went right round that turn and just held that lead to hold off the rest of the field. And once she hit that towards the finish line, with the help of a guide, she was able to take that win and do so in a new personal best.
It's unusual that they've actually effectively kept the stagger from the start. That's the way they finished. And a massive PB run by Perez Lopez of 24.59, previous best 25.27 and over 200. Annika, that's amazing.
That is huge, big PB. So should we want to watch in this final?
Huge crowd in to appreciate these performances. The top deck is full, and this is brilliant to see at Stade de France. Still another semi to come in that 200 T12, and it will feature Muller Rotgart of Germany and Simran of India in the middle of the track, Petrillo of Italy and Kulinic Sorokina, neutral Paralympic athlete. When we get there, a bit of face paint, always welcome. No school tomorrow, so may as well go out tonight and get to the track. And we're going to go straight on with the third and last of these semis in the 200 T12. Neutral Paralympic athlete Kulinic Sorokina in 1, Muller Rotgart of Germany in 3, Simran of India in 5, and Petrillo of Italy in 7. Petrillo at 23 World Championships was 3rd. Ran a PB in a 400 semi, but missed the final, did Petrillo. Here she is in the 2. Yes, Simran won the 200 World Championships this year, 24-year-old from New Delhi. Ran 4th in Rio, 42-year-old from Duisburg. Bronze in the 100. Kulinic Sorokina, yes, 3rd in Tokyo and 4th at the World Championships 5 years ago. So has been around the top for a while. Muller Rotgart on her outside. Form suggests that India's Simran and guide Abhay Singh could be the one to watch here. PB of 24.95, 24.29 from Muller Rotgart, but not recently. Oh no. Someone could be in trouble here. Petrillo insisting it wasn't her. Well, this could be bad news for someone. One finger held up. It could be Kulinic Sorakina if it means lane 1. Yep, out she went. So the .048. And they're out. It's very sad. A disqualification. Can you explain the legal reaction time?
Yeah, so as long as it's under 0.200, then it's legal. But unfortunately, she went over that reaction time. So,
well, kind of under it, I suppose.
Under it,
yeah.
Which is a shame for the athlete.
Oh, it's one less for the other 3 to worry about. Lane 1 now empty. Muller-Rothgart in 3, Simran in 5, Petrillo 7. This time they're okay. Simran got away very nicely, moving up quickly onto the shoulder of Petrillo. Muller-Rothgart on the inside, trying to go with her. Running very smoothly is Simran. And 4th in the 100 here, won the 200 at the World Championships, coming down to the line. But here comes Muller-Rothgart, trying to make something of it. And the line might just be close enough for the tiring Indian runner, Simran. Well, just there. Muller-Rothgart was flying home. 25.03 to 25.15 for Muller-Rothgart. Simran automatically qualifies at 25.92 for Petrillo. And a very unfortunate disqualification for Kulinic Sorakina, neutral Paralympic athlete, not part of the semi in the end. And I think that Safazadeh, Islamic Republic of Iran, is the fastest non-winner, going through in 25.06.
Simran got a blistering start right around that curve. And coming into the home straight, she did have that lead, and you could see on her face, she's trying very hard to extend that lead. But the German was coming in extremely close. You know, it is just first past the line to get that automatic qualification spot, and I'm sure Simran will be happy with that performance and getting that massive cue. But it is still a season's best, if it's any consolation to Muller-Rothgart, who runs 25.15.
Simran, it looked a little awkward at the last couple of strides with guide Abhay Singh, but they got it done in 25.03, and through she goes. .24.41, the quickest. Simran, 3rd fastest. Cross to the long jump. And Zelede Cassiano da Silva. So a field of 15 here. It's the T20 women's long jump. world record holders in the field. Kucharczyk of Poland. And Cassiano da Silva looking to beat 5:57. .557, the jump of Barbosa da Silva and Cassiano da Silva, the two Brazilians doing pretty well at the start of this long jump competition. Moving on to men's 200 T37, and got a couple of heats here. First three to qualify, and the next two fastest go to the final as well. This is the first of them. Ukraine, Poland, Brazil, neutral Paralympic athlete, Indonesia, Namibia and Saudi Arabia in this one. And look at this crowd. It's fantastic to see the event so well supported. Best attended Paralympics behind London only. So the Parisians turning out in great numbers. In fact, many from all around France making their way to the capital to be part of this. Al Nakli was 7th in Tokyo. A 24-year-old from Saudi Arabia. Sixth in the 400 at the Worlds. From Indonesia, 25-year-old Saptoyogo Panomo. Anton Fyoksitsov. Gomez de Mendonça won the 100, so one to watch here. He was 3rd in Tokyo. Yes, Kotkowski's in form, 2nd at the Worlds. And Yaroslav Okopinski for Ukraine, 4th at last year's World Championships. Kotkowski in 4. Outside him, Gomez de Mendonça. Then Fyoksitsov, Panomo, Indonesia, Namibia's Karuli, Anakli, Saudi Arabia. In 3, it's Okopinski, Ukraine. First 3 go through. Gomez de Mendonça got away well, dragging Kotkowski with him, and they're starting to haul in the ones on the outside. And Panomo also going well. The Indonesian hits the straight in first position. They're coming at him from behind on the outside. It's Al Nakli of Saudi Arabia also going well. Panomi starting to tire. They're coming at him. Holds on and gets it. Good finish. Saptoyogo Panomi just had enough. So he's through in 23:41 and a season best. 23:43, Al Nakli also qualifies, and confirming in 23:51, Kotkowski of Poland. So those three definitely in. 23:51, same time for Gomez de Mendonça. And he'll be hoping that he's one of the two fastest qualifiers.
I think Gomez Mendonça thought he'd done enough to get the 3rd spot, but unfortunately he was outdipped by the Polish athlete. And I think, yeah, as we take a look back, Panomo got an absolutely flying start and blistering bend, and as they come into this turn onto the home straight, he manages to hold that lead. Al Nakli on the outside, grabbing that second, also doing so in a season's best, but you can see the Brazilian starting to come through. But at this point in the race, he's already, at this point with 50 to go, he's in 4th place. As he starts to build up, the Polish man on the inside of him, you can see that he dipped, and unfortunately the Brazilian may not have done enough to take him through to
just
that
the last
final.
2 or 3 strides he backed off, and that cost him. A little bit of race awareness missing there from Gomez de Mendonça. Kotkowski never gave up, and he gets the automatic qualification. So Gomez de Mendonça has to hope that the second heat isn't super quick. Now Barbosa da Silva at the long jump. This is the F20, T20, beg your pardon. Sometimes still throws me that the long jump is a track event. They give it the T signification rather than F. Barbosa da Silva, pretty pleased with that. Didn't leave a lot of space on the board. And that's the way you want it. Oh, that's on the money.
Talk about perfection on that board.
Yeah, not easy to do. It's what they train for sure.
Yeah.
But putting it into practice before 70,000 people. 5:57. Action at the Javelin. And Yegortalieva, 15-year-old with the really well-honed action for one so young. What's she doing amongst these more experienced throwers? Well, she can put it out there. And she does that. Yegortalieva and the Uzbekistan crew are very happy for this young woman who's had a PB of 41.01, and she's just blasted past that. Yegortalieva has thrown 43.09. That's Paralympic record and 2 meters longer than a previous best. So Uzbekistan, Venezuela and Great Britain. Well, Holly Arnold needs something special here. She's got to find something better than 43.09 to climb to the top. Down to the last 3. Holly Robinson of New Zealand didn't manage another fair throw after a first 39.03. That's disappointing for the Kiwi. Holly Arnold, though, has this left. No, it's just not there. Noel Roorda of the Netherlands, who was silver medalist 3 years ago, is finishing in 4th position. Arnold, let's see, 39.25 for Holly Arnold, and she'll have to accept that it's just bronze today. Now, Marilo Gil, who threw 41.90 in the second round. Somehow, if she wants to catch Yegortalyeva, has to find another metre and change. Marilo Gil, second last throw of the competition. Oh, that's out there. Nibis Marilo Gil, what's she done here? She was certainly pumped for this last throw, and she looks like she's hit the lead. It's past 43 metres. She likes it. They know. And it's 43.77. The Paralympic record's just gone again. And the 24-year-old Venezuelan is just over the moon about that. That's just about where she threw it, over the moon. And now it's put the pressure right back on the young shoulders of Shehinakon Yegortalyeva, who's just put out the throw of her life, her young life, of 43.09, a huge PB by 2 metres. And now she's got to find another 68 centimetres to get near Marilo Gil. Well, even if she doesn't, this is a stellar performance from one so young. Here we go. Stadium, 70,000 pairs of eyes on this last throw of Yegortalyeva. Looking for 43.78. Well, looks like she might have done it. It's very close. Is it? She's not confident. I don't think so. She set a new personal best, but it's short of the throw of Marilo Gil. It's past 43 metres again. She's pleading for it to go further. Oh, great attempt. 43.12. And silver it will be for the 15-year-old from Uzbekistan. Well, she might be momentarily disappointed, but it's been the competition of a life, and there'll be many more to come. And a thumbs up from Marilo Gil. 43.77. Paralympic record. Massive PB by 1.20 meters. And in the last round, she did it. This is what throwing events can bring you. $43.77. I'm not quite sure what that sign on the back of it meant, but Holly Arnold gets the bronze, and silver to Yegortalyeva. Venezuela, Uzbekistan, Great Britain. What a competition!
Sensational scenes already.
All right, take a breath and go back to the track. Brazil, Colombia, Algeria, Ukraine. Second athlete from Brazil, and Verdovin, neutral Paralympic athlete in the middle in lane 5. He's already won the 400 and third in the 100 here, but on the outside, Christian Luis da Costa, fourth in the 100 here. Fourth in the 400, Mikola Rejski. 35-year-old Hamdi from Algeria. Second in Beijing, fifth in London. Verdovin got experience, got results. Be hard to shift. So Chavez in 3. Lane 4 is empty. Malambo Raches of Colombia, a no-show. Verdovin, perhaps the man to beat. 400 gold medal here and third in the 100. And Verdovin got away pretty smartly, and so too did the man on his outside, Hamdi of Algeria. In the outside lane, Luis da Costa also travelling well for Brazil, and his teammate Da Silva Chavez coming through in lane 3. And it's Luis da Costa. He's got the sprint power. As they come down to the line, it could be Brazil 1-2 as Verdovin. Well, he makes sure of a top 3 finish, first 3 to go through. Oh, Luis da Costa not worried at all by running in lane 8. It just jogs through. See you later. Got it done. See you in the final.
Sometimes lane 8 can be your absolute best friend or your worst enemy. But for Luis da Costa, that wasn't the case, as it was his best friend. He went on to take that win in a season's best of 23.05, running on the outside lane, and was able to just focus on what he wanted to do. With Da Silva Chavez taking second in 23.53 in a new personal best, and Andre Vodrin taking third, who also got that automatic qualification.
Rejski of Ukraine, we're seeing that he's through as well, but this is how it played out. Verdovin not quite the pace to go with Luis da Costa out wide. And coming through on the inside, Da Silva Chavez. And switched off, really, did Luis da Costa. Tight for second and third, 23.53 to 23.54, but both men going through. And Rejski in lane 7 of Ukraine, also qualifying with a 23.69. So Luis da Costa, Silva Chavez, Verdovin and Rejski. And the final looks like this, with Purnomo of Indonesia and Al-Nakli and Kotkovski from the earlier heat. Verdovin gets there, and so does Rejski. So we can look forward to a good final in the men's 200 T37. Oh, another beautiful evening in Paris. How about that, Annika?
It's a shame I haven't even seen.
We have to get you out there, but you're too busy.
I know.
We're working you too hard. Yeah.
I know. I've enjoyed it, though. I will. Hopefully, I'll see it before I leave.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs se sont
and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's high jump T64.
Next on the track is the men's high jump T64 victory ceremony.
Please welcome the medalists.
This men's high jump event taking place earlier. What a sensational competition that was. Praveen Kumar taking that gold.
Chief Brand and Communications Officer of the International Paralympic Committee. Accompanied by World Athletics Technical Delegate. Bronze medalist representing Uzbekistan,
Timurбек Gayazov from Uzbekistan taking that bronze.
Bronze medalist representing Poland,
Alongside Marcel Lepiato from Poland. So they both jumped 2 meters and 3. And the Uzbekistani athlete taking that performance and that height with a new personal best. So they were actually unable to split them due to count bout, hence why they both received the bronze medal. Wonderful performance by both bronze medalists.
silver medalist representing the United States of America,
Derek Lockerdant from the USA taking that silver medal. Silver to add to the silver he also won at the World Championships this year in the high jump and the long jump in Kobe. You can see how happy he is to receive that sensational silver. He actually took part in the high jump, long jump, 100 meters and the javelin at the Kobe World Championships. Praveen Kumar from India taking that gold with a height of 2 meters 08 in a new Paralympic record and area record. The 21-year-old hails from Noida, currently resides in Delhi. Paralympic champion, Praveen Kumar. Wonderful scenes there for the men's high jump T64 medalists. Massage Lepiato from Poland and Uzbekistan's Tamer Giyazov sharing that bronze medal. Devik Lokadent taking that sensational silver. And the gold medalist goes to Praveen Kumar from India. The men's high jump T64.
A crowd here always taking every opportunity to get involved and to get behind the athletes. They've got a women's discus final going to be introduced shortly, and then we move on to some men's 100 semis, or heats effectively. Marila Gill with a wonderful performance in the javelin. Fatma Altin of Turkey yet. T20 a long jump. Cassiano da Silva of Brazil, the early leader in this competition. It's a big field of 15. I'll trim it to 8 for the second half. Oh, that's a handy jump. .562 PB coming in. Some room left on the board, but that's okay. Only needs a minor tweak. Up go the arms. And into this pit on the far side of the stadium. And a 566. That's a PB by 4 centimetres. Puts her in third. And Kuchazik is the world record holder. Opened up with a 552. And she's well past that, I think, with a second. .576 leading it from Cassiano da Silva, and this is close to that. And it's 570, season's best. Brazil, Poland and Turkey at the moment in the long jump.
We move back to the men's shot put, F57. Seema from India, preparing for his attempted throw. Great throwing by the Indian athlete. That does approach the 15-meter mark. Year-old Seema finishing 4th at this year's World Championships, and he seems extremely happy with that throw. And he currently sits in the bronze medal position with a distance of 14.65. Khosravi still taking that lead in 15.96.
It's the women's discus F38. Has a field of 14. And Mina, the world record holder, is in the field and will actually be up first. 38.73 is her world record. Paralympic record 38.50. She set in Tokyo. So that event just about to start. And we've also got a start imminent in the first round of the men's 100 T36, round 1, heat 1. But they effectively semi-finals. First 3 go through and the next 2 fastest. So Ukraine, Australia, China, New Zealand, Algeria, and neutral Paralympic athlete out in lane 8 is Torsinov, who won the long jump. James Turner of Australia in the yellow singlet, second in Tokyo, and he's already won the 400 here. Might be one to watch in this first heat. Young Yifei of China next to Turner, Stedman of New Zealand, then Dedan of Algeria, and Torsinov, neutral Paralympic athlete, and across in 3, Litvinenko, 34-year-old from Odessa. Yes, 11.72. The world record belongs to this man. That was set in Dubai 5 years ago. Second in Rio, 5th in Tokyo was young Yifei. Jim Stedman, 24-year-old from Christchurch. Mokhtar Didan, 34-year-old from Algiers, third at the 24 Worlds. 5th at this year's World Championships was Torsinov, long jump gold medalist. First 3 go through. Turner, 400 champion here in Paris. Oh, someone may have broken there. This might tell us. Oh, there was a twitch in lane 7 from Dedan, who was really reacting to Torsinov. I'm not sure that they broke so much as moved.
No, I think it was more, yeah, I think it was more of a twitch. Maybe he was set off by Torsinov on the outside lane.
Dedan is concerned. See how the officials handle this. Oh, he's gone.
That's a shame.
Oh, Dedan. You know, I think you've called it right. He was reacting, Annika, to the man next to him, Torsinov, who just sort of moved the shoulder, and Dedan reacted.
Yeah. It does happen. It's very, very common, especially in the 100 meters, because it's not staggered, so you see everything at the start line, and as much as you want to focus, sometimes you might see something in the corner of your eye, and unfortunately he saw Torsinov's.
And a couple of his rivals turn around and give him some applause of sympathy and support, really. It's nice to see. that Turner and Young and a couple of the others did that, because Didane, he was a strong chance to progress.
Yeah, he was one of the favourites to go through.
That is a big shame for him and the circumstances under which it happened. Turner got away pretty well, so did Yang Yifei, and Turner moves to the front. Yang Yifei comes with him from Republic of China. Tursunov finishing quite well on the outside. And, well, Turner just turn off there. And Yang Yifei finished really quickly. Whether Turner had a bit of an issue there towards the end, or Yang Yifei was simply straight out too good, I don't want another look at that. But Yang Yifei has run a 11.88, 12.08 for Tursunov, and Turner's actually finished third in 12.09. He does qualify. That was a curious race.
Yeah,
Tursunov 12.08, Turner 12.09, and then 12.41. Turner got away well. Yang Yifei right with him. Tursunov out wide. No, I just think Yang Yifei was good, but certainly Turner eased off for the last few metres, but I think Yang Yifei had him covered in any case.
Yeah, maybe Turner thought that he'd done enough to qualify, as it was just the first three, and Didane unfortunately did get disqualified. So sometimes you can see in your peripheral vision that you are going to finish top two, top three. So that might have been the case for the Australian, but you know, you've got to hand it to Yang Yifei, taking that win in a new season's best.
So Yang Yifei in 11.88, 12.08 for Tursunov, 12.09 for Turner. They're the automatic qualifiers. Stedman 12.41, 12.98 for Litvinenko. And what might Didane have done? We won't ever know, but he is around that 12-second mark on a regular basis. So a big, big shame that he missed out. Yeah, we've seen athletes make mistakes here in just that scenario where they think they're across the line in a top three or a top five to progress, and someone sneaks past them. So you've got to get it right. And Turner on this occasion is okay. Let's take nothing away from Yang Yifei, who ran a great race. Was at least as quick. Here we go with the second heat, and again the first three to go through. Tursunov in the first, Turganov in the second of Uzbekistan. He'll be in lane three. We've got Brazil, China, Argentina, Algeria, and Ukraine as well. Pavlik of Ukraine in lane 8. So lane 9 vacant. Just 6 in this one. Ended up being 5 in the first heat after the DQ against Didane. Turganov, Almeida Ramos, Deng Pei-Ching, Chavez of Argentina, Algeria's Thalagia, and Pavlik, Ukraine. Sixth at the World Championships last year. Almeida Ramos, second in the long jump. Likes a bit of theatre. Paralympic and world champion is Deng Pei-Ching. Chavez, 22 from Pergamino, correction. Thalagia from Algeria. Bit of empathy from the French crowd for the Algerian, and Pavlik, Ukraine, a 40-year-old who won in Beijing, was third in London. He's banked some experience over the last 15 years. Deng Peicheng, Paralympic champion from Tokyo. Republic of China looking to get 2 through. Chavez on his outside, and Almeida Ramos of Brazil could be the next quickest. Won't be long before we find out. Deng got away well. Beside him, Chavez going with him. And it'll be these two who are going to lead them down. And Chavez, in fact, the quicker of the two, and comes down in 11.86. That was quick for the 22-year-old from Argentina. Deng Peicheng may have been a little bit surprised by the young man from Pergamino, who was bronze medalist in the 400 here. Chavez, nice showing.
It was. I think he really, really enjoyed that from the 22-year-old, taking that win in a new season's best of 11.86, which is not far off from Deng's current Paralympic record. And as we watch this race back, you can see it was the two of them, neck and neck, and then Chavez just started to pull away after around 40 meters. And even Deng was turning and looking around to make sure he'd got that automatic qualification spot, just doing enough.
Yeah, he was
qualify.
okay. Yeah, Almeida Ramos coming through in third in the blue in lane 4. And so he goes through too. Thelagia of Algeria will make it. He's the next fastest out of the top 3 automatics. So Chavez, Deng, Almeida Ramos, and then Thelagia, we're seeing will make it on that 12.58. Chavez, Young, Tursunov, Turner, Deng. Stedman of New Zealand qualifies, as does Almeida Ramos and Thelagia. Go back to the long jump. Karolina Kuchashik. Well, she's on the improve. Started with a 5.52, then a 5.70. Well, historically, she's capable of a fair bit better. A world record of 6.21, although that was 5 years ago. In Tokyo, the Paralympic record she set is 6.03. And she's got another one around the 5.70 mark, and a little further perhaps. And she edges to the front with a 5.78. So she's overtaken Cassiano da Silva and Fatma Damla Altin of Turkey. All right, we've been waiting for this race with a mixture of excitement and dread, because it's quite mad. It is the universal relay, and it's a great mixture of classifications. So each team has 4 athletes from a different classification and a different disability. Zach Shaw, Johnny Peacock, Ali Smith and Samantha Kinghorn will be in lane 7. No baton involved, it's just a tap on the shoulder or small of the back as they pass from one to another. So Zhu will lead them away. So a vision-impaired athlete starts these relays. Then Second leg taken by an amputee athlete. Third by cerebral palsy or equivalent, coordination impairment. And fourth is a wheelchair racer. Tatiana McFadden will bring it home for the United States. So Woodhall is in. So Sawada, Tsuji, Matsumoto and Ikoma. So that is the same four who went in qualifying. So well, the USA has put in Hunter Woodhall in the second leg. Interesting, instead of Corbin Best. So this combines four different classifications. China will start as favourites after setting a world record earlier today of 45.09. And in that kind of form and the kind of games that they're having, it's hard to see past them in this one. But let's, as we know, and as you know, anything happens in relays. Yeah.
Anything and everything happens in a relay. This is something I am extremely excited to see. Maybe because I'm biased. It brings back a lot of memories, but also a lot of dread. But I'm excited to see just how far the teams will go. I know China have put on a really good team, but I think USA could be up there. You know, they've made that switch with Hunter Woodhall coming in for that final after his heroic 400-meter win earlier. So it'll be interesting to see how they do.
So it must be 2 women and 2 men, and they must go in the order of a vision impaired, then amputee, then cerebral palsy or coordination impairment athlete, and then the wheelies take over for the end. So Noah Malone getting himself set. Not quite ready yet. There's just testing things out, and gosh, you just hope that there are no disqualifications or mix-ups in the exchanges.
As long as everyone goes off their check mark, there shouldn't really be any, but you know, this is relays. So anything can happen, anything can happen.
Zach Shaw, Johnny Peacock, Ali Smith and Samantha Kinghorn, who's had a great game. She will bring it home for Great Britain. China have Zhu Wang, Wen Xiaoyan, and she's been very good. Ali Smith doing the third leg.
The relays can seem stressful at times, but honestly, as someone who did relays for the majority of my career, right through from junior to senior, it's the most fun you could ever have.
Yeah.
You know, you've done all the work, you've done all the practices, you've done all the changeovers.
Yeah.
It's about moments like this and bringing it to life and hopefully getting some silverware.
Well, they are great fun. I mean, I ran a few at school. I wasn't an elite athlete, but I loved them because if you got the changeover right, you could make up 5 meters and
Exactly.
change the face of the race.
Yeah.
Great Britain in the outside in lane 7. Zach Shaw to lead them away. Zhu Guhua for China. Run the first leg. Noah Malone, a T12 runner. Sawada Uran for Japan. So USA and Great Britain with a male to lead off. Should make some ground early. That'll all even up with 2 men and 2 women for all 4 teams. So from the inside, it's Japan, USA, China, Great Britain. Suwada still getting set on the inside. Likewise, Zhu Guohua in lane 5 for China. Now settling down. Crowd's in for a treat here, the universal relay. Away they go, and Noah Malone of the United States sets off, trying to haul in China as quickly as he can, and he does so by the end of the bend. Little tap on the shoulder, and away they go. On the outside, it's Great Britain has opened up quite a decent lead, and Johnny Peacock will give over to Ali Smith. So it's still Great Britain, but coming through on the inside, United States and China. And they've left Japan well behind, and they'll hand over to the wheelies for the end. And the outside, Great Britain have got Samantha Kinghorn. China with Hu Yang coming through. And China, as predicted, then Great Britain, and then the United States and Japan. .45.09. Oh, they've taken a couple of hundredths off it. 45.07. It's a new world record. 46.01 for Great Britain, and the United States 47.32. 48.16 for Japan. Well, they were always likely to. Zhu Guohua, Wang Ho, Wen Xiaoyan, and Hu Yang. You're not quite sure where to look. There's so much going on. Johnny Peacock ran a good leg.
He did. He really, really did. I wasn't shocked by him because I saw his heat this morning, and he just kind of went off from there and extended his lead. I was a little bit surprised with Team USA. I thought they would have, you know, come a little bit closer to China, but what a performance by the People's Republic of China, and, you know, obliterating their world records once again. And a little bit of a fun fact, so GB actually just qualified as fastest loser into the final, and now they got that silver medal.
So Zach Shaw got them away to a very good start. And there goes Peacock. But it was China who would come through. And we know that Wen Xiaoyan, who takes over there, is a great runner for China in the T37 category. And she overruns Hu Yang. Inevitably, that's what happens in that last change as they give over to the wheelies. And Samantha Kinghorn coming in behind Hu Yang. Tatjana McFadden had some work to do, Hu Yang. It's got great speed, though.
Fantastic speed. Great win by the whole team.
And he was really after that world record again. He didn't have to push that hard the last 10 metres, but always after the best result. Hu Yang. And a new world record by 2 100ths, having set that mark this morning of 45.09. Republic of China continuing to have a marvellous games. Paris 2024. It's a really intriguing cross-section of Paralympic sport that we get in the universal relay. season best, Great Britain, United States and Japan. Well, they race it pretty rarely, so it doesn't get offered to them too often. So a season best is, well, it is what it is. But the world record, that is something. F38 discus is underway. Yi Ling Yi. Oh, that is close to the world record, which is held by Mi Na. Li Yingli and Mi Na, so two from the Republic of China in this final. Simone Kruger, also of South Africa, with a world record 38.82 in the F38 classification. Mi Na's record is for F37s. Saldarraga Hernandez. Stepped out of the circle there. I think that's a foul against her. It's a 38.27. I beg your pardon, that's a first attempt. Saldarraga Hernandez, 38.27, that counts. And into third. And here is Kruger, 19-year-old from Pretoria. Well, might be an evening for teenage throwers. We've already seen that in the Javelin. Oh, it kept the balance inside the circle, and that's a nice throw from Kruger, who was 5th in Tokyo as a 16-year-old. Has a PB of 38.82, and that's out around 38 metres. 38.35. And that's how it stands in the women's discus F38. Republic of China, South Africa and Colombia. Early days. Republic of China at the bell. I hadn't wondered about that, how a relay Victoria's team gets to ring the bell.
Yeah, you just have to share it and try to be in sync at the same time, which is, I think, what they managed to just about achieve.
Yeah. There's a Mexican wave in Paris, a French wave. A rare quiet moment, so the crowd is being invited to amuse themselves up and down, stretch the legs, like the 7th inning stretch, you know. Great tradition in American baseball. It's probably worldwide, I don't know, but I've been to a couple of games of American baseball. Have you been to one?
I don't believe I have. It's probably something we used to do whenever we go to a competition in the US.
Yeah.
So basketball, baseball. It's not something we do in the UK.
No. That's
wouldn't do it at a Premier League game.
It's a good way to get the crowd up and out of their seats, have a bit of a stretch. And,
Yeah.
The track awaits the men's 100 T51 final. Belgium with 2 in this. Roger Habsch holds the world record. Peter Jenin holds the Paralympic record, and both from Belgium. But here's Tony Pispanen, 48-year-old from Helsinki, who won London, was second in Tokyo, fourth in Rio. Peter Jenin, third in the 200 here. Third in Rio, Navarro Sanchez, fifth in Tokyo. Berahal from Algiers, fourth in Tokyo, second in Rio. Cody Fournier, 200 champion here in Paris. 35-year-old from British Columbia. Yes, the 2024 world champion Roger Habsch and world record holder. Ernesto Fonseca, 8th in Tokyo, 7th at the Worlds last year. So Belgium with 2 in this, a world record holder and a Paralympic record holder in Habsch and Jenin. Habsch in 7, Jenin in 3, but the Canadian Cody Fournier has won the 200. Can he find the pace to get away? Take it here. His personal best 20.11 is a season best also, so he's got that form in him. But a season best of 1995 for Berahal of Algeria. Some very even times between these 7 men as they line up for the men's 100 T51 final. Jenin in 3, Habsch in 7. They get away fairly evenly. Fournier of Canada has made the best of it though. And across in lane 3 is Peter Jenin. And Jenin setting out after Cody Fournier. But it looks like the Canadian has got this one. And the 200 champion is going to be the 100 champion. As Cody Fournier comes across in 1963, which is a Paralympic record. So he's got the double here. Peter Jenin second in 20:47, and then Tony Pispanen of Finland, evergreen. Tony Pispanen in a season best 21:14, and Cody Fournier, 35-year-old, who second in the World Championships this year. Well, Pispanen and Peter Janin, long-time rivals, and they look like they're good mates too. They compete against each other so often over so many years.
Yeah, Cody Forney there with that win and becoming Paralympic champion. He got a blistering start. You could see the Belgian Gainey on the inside of him, but he wasn't able to maintain the same speed as the Canadian. And Cody sped away to take that gold medal, and doing so in a new Paralympic record, which was previously owned by Peter Gainey of Belgium.
Yes, a passing of the title between Janin and Forney. And Forney winning it by best part of a second. So gold to Canada, silver to Belgium, bronze it'll be to Finland in the men's 100 T51. Peter Janin happy, and Cody Forney, well, I think he was confident. Had it from the start.
Quietly confident. But one nonetheless.
Yeah, confirmation. Canada, Belgium, Finland, Forney, Janin and Pispanen. And Paralympic record to the Canadian.
Et du côté du lancer du disque, place à Simone Kruger actuellement, deuxième président de ce concours.
Fatma Altin of Turkey. Altin ready. She's had a PB of 5.66 in the first round. She's been sitting in a podium position. Oh, that's a good jump. This competition at the top is tight. I think she's improved on a 5.66 fractionally. And if she has, it'll be another PB. Good position on the board from Fatma Altin, the 21-year-old. Head up, arms up, good elevation. And 5.73. That's after her fourth jump. Now, Karolina Kuchashik, she knows how to build across the competition. 33-year-old, started with a 5.52, then 5.70, then 5.78. She's just trending ever further. A world record mark set 5 years ago, 6.21. Can she get near 6 meters? Shake of the head. I think that jump's all right. Could have pushed it out another few centimeters. Well, she had a little bit to spare. I'm always impressed by these top-class long jumpers, Annika, who don't even have to look at the board as they get close. They're so well drilled with their run-up. And 5.82.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that athletes, especially jumpers, tend to practice repeatedly throughout the whole year. So by the time you come to days like this where it's a big competition, it just becomes second nature.
Needs to be, doesn't it? Because they need it to be just about centimetre perfect. Cody Foney, T51 champion at the Paris Paralympics.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's 100-metre T64.
The victory ceremony for the women's 100 meters T64 final.
Wasn't this a cracker to open it up, eh?
Incredible. Dutch 1, 2, 3. Orange definitely seems to be the colour of the moment. Marleen van Ganswinkel taking that bronze medal. The 29-year-old hailing from Tilburg in the Netherlands. Bronze to add to the silver that she won in Kobe. She is currently the world champion for this event, and previously winning gold in Tokyo in this event as well. Also competes in the long jump. Made her debut in this sport in 2013. Kimberly Alcomade, what a fabulous athlete she is. The 38-year-old Dutch woman taking silver. Previously the Paralympic record holder for this event. Taking silver in a time of 12.70. This silver adds to the bronze she also won in Tokyo 2020. And the gold medalist, Fleur Young of the Netherlands, taking that win in a time of 12:54. The 28-year-old Dutch woman adding this gold medal to winning gold in the long jump in Tokyo, and also gold at the World Championships in Kobe. Currently training in Amsterdam, but set her sights on becoming the best in this event. And now she is. Dutch delight there. Displays of orange all around the stadium.
Team Fleur. There we go. It is unusual to see the three medalists all singing along to the anthem of the victor, but that's what you get with a 1, 2, 3.
That's exactly what you get. Yeah. Marlene van Zandwinkel taking that bronze. Kimberly Alcomade with the silver. And Flair Young becoming the Paralympic champion.
Le concours va beaucoup plus vite puisque 8 athlètes sont passés. Place à Simone Kruger actuellement. Deuxième provisoire du concours. Le concours, attention, va s'accélérer jusqu'à la fin de ce troisième essai. Seuls 8 athlètes seront encore en piste.
Simone Kruger.
Troisième essai.
A F38 discus. And this is turning into a really tight competition. Li Yingli, Republic of China. Saldariaga Hernandez, Colombia. Mina of China. But Simone Kruger, a 19-year-old, has just thrown 38.70 to take the lead.
As we head towards the closing stages of the women's long jump. Alton's preparing for her 5th attempt. Oh, and she's coming close to potentially another personal best. Her opening jump of 5.66. Her incredible PB to open the competition. She doesn't look too happy with that. But she still currently sits in 3rd place. No change in the position, 5.66.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's javelin throw F46.
Well, I think we'll find it's the men's 400 T62 that is the victory ceremony.
The medals will be presented by Vice President featuring Autobot. Accompanied by
Monsieur Bertrand Paquette, directeur des événements et de la gestion des sites du comité d'organisation des Jeux Olympiques et Paralympiques de Paris 2024.
Director of Event and Venue Management of the Organising Committee of the Olympic and Paralympic Games in Paris 2024.
Mesdames
Olivia Hendricks, 21-year-old, youngest of the three medalists. A personal best of 46.91 to come home third in this men's 400 T62 final. Netherlands having a good session. PB by almost a second.
Silver medalist, representing Germany, Johannes Flores.
Johannes Flores, world record holder and Paralympic record holder, and he was possibly the favourite coming in. And it was a good race from him, and he did run a season's best, but not quite good enough today. $46.90 it was for Flores.
Médaille d'or, champion paralympique, représentant des États-Unis d'Amérique.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion, representing the United States of America, Hunter Woodhall.
And what a story this is. The coup de baton performed by his wife and American Olympic long jump champion, Tara Davis Woodhall. She's here, and husband Hunter, well, who's to say if she made a difference, but it could only have been good. So, yeah, somewhere he'd have wanted to match the goal that she had, and of course they ran over for the big embrace, and it's such a lovely story. We wondered if it could possibly play out. Well, it did, and Hunter Woodhall with a 46.36.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of the United States of America.
Well, 70,000 people just cheered a tear. Hunter Woodhall, Johannes Flores, and Olivia Hendricks. Quite moved by that, really. On the big screen, they could see the tear rolling down the cheek of Hunter Woodhall, and they loved him for it.
His story is actually really incredible, and it's even more wonderful to see how him and Tara are literally the power couple of the sport, which is what you need. It's wonderful to see. Both winning gold. Saldariaga Hernandez.
sitting in a medal position. It's silver at the moment. I think she's made a slight improvement there. She had a 38.27. First round, and is consolidating her position in third. That's an area record that she's already established, and a personal best as well. 38.36. Here's our leader, Simone Kruger. Just set a Paralympic record. 38.70. Just inside the sector. She's okay. It'll be measured. I don't think it's as far as her third round, but she's having a great competition. Neither Kruger nor Li Yingli in second place have thrown a foul, so that's between them 8 good attempts. PB for Li, Paralympic record for Kruger, an area record for Cedriaga Hernandez. Still at the top is Kruger. There's a little car on its way. I don't know that there's been a more enthusiastic ringing of that bell.
That's been the best one I've seen so far. I was waiting for someone to just absolutely ring, 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 just rag that bell, and they did, obviously without breaking it.
Yes, that wouldn't be so desirable. But
still needs to end up at Notre Dame, so yeah, congrats to Hunter Woodall.
Et du côté du lancer du poids, nous retrouvons Yves Registre pour Haïti. Il en est à son 6e essai, 6,95 m lors de son 4e essai. C'est son 6e essai, 6e et dernier essai dans ce concours. Et puis nous dirigerons vers la fin de ce concours avec l'entrée en cours de Fatou Mohamed Nasseb Al-Raoud. Yves Registre pour Haïti.
Heading back to the women's long jump T20. Katertek still leading this event. Jumping season's best so far. Can she extend this? Oh, that looks like another big jump from the Polish athlete. Four-time world champion, Katertek. Fifth attempt wasn't as far as she would have hoped, but she still stays in the lead with a distance of 5 meters and 82.
Still got a couple of races on the track, and these next two will decide our finalists for the women's 400 T38. Top 3 in each heat, and the next two fastest advance to the final. 7 in each. USA, Germany, Great Britain, Colombia, France, Finland, and a neutral Paralympic athlete in the first. And Karen Palomek Moreno of Colombia has a gold in the 100. Goncharova outside. Vilma Berg of Finland hasn't made the start. So Goncharova in 8 is our athlete on the extreme outside now. Huge welcome for Sofia Passe. Yes, Palais Moreno, the only athlete with a PB under 60 seconds. It's a 59.40. Ali Smith of Great Britain, 5th at the Worlds this year. Nella Moos, silver in the long jump here. Gumares of the United States, the 20-year-old from New Jersey, has spent some time getting ready for this event. Looks like she means it. Hoping to turn it into a glittering occasion. Palais Moreno in 6. Look, she's got a PB of 102.27. She may not make the final, but she's certainly making a statement. And if she runs up to the way she looks, then maybe she will. Passe, they want Passe. Sofia Passe in lane 7 for France. Palais Moreno in 6. Palais Moreno got away quite well, starting to move up on Passe already. Passe herself up on Goncharova. So those two are leading it into the back straight. Sofia Passe running a nice race. But Palais Moreno just seems to be loping along without too much trouble. Goncharova starting to increase her pace out in lane 8. And waiting for someone to come through on the inside. That's not really happening. And these three are leading it through the last turn and into the home straight. So Goncharova, Passe and Palais Moreno. Palais Moreno, the Colombian, as predicted, moves to the front. Challenges coming from the inside now. And Smith of Great Britain and Nelly Moos. And Smith possibly in second position. Out wider, Goncharova. Passe has found the pace too much. Palais Moreno down in 59.89, a Paralympic record. So she's shaved something off the previous Paralympic record held by Linde Ave of Germany. $59.88 it comes in officially as, and still the only athlete in this field under 60 seconds. A minute and 0.82 for Goncharova, 101.06 for Smith. Moose 101.56. Sofia Passe faded with a 102.37, but it was still a PB. Then Gumares 109.63. It did feel like Palais Moreno had the pedigree and the pace and the stamina just to control that race.
Yes, she did. She was very, very relaxed. I mean, it looked like, to be honest, she didn't break a sweat, or at least she didn't want to break a sweat, and she still went ahead and broke that Paralympic record. So as you can see there, she gets out really well, really strong. The French athlete, Sofia Passe, actually took it out down the back straight. She just wanted to try and hold that lead, and unfortunately she couldn't. Where Palais Moreno was able to just relax down that home straight, get that automatic cue, and do so in a new Paralympic record. So it'd be exciting to see how far she can actually run. in this final.
All credit to Ali Smith, because not long ago she was in that universal relay.
She was. So it'll be exciting to see how she did, but she also did run a personal best to get that automatic cue as well.
Palamekwe Moreno, even before the gun, just looked like it was not too big an occasion, that she felt like she was going to do what was required, and that's exactly what she did. Won it by almost a second.
As we go back to the women's long jump. Brazilian athlete. Cassiano da Silva preparing for her final jump. This sixth attempt. Can she overtake the Polish athlete who is still leading this competition? Oh. Not quite. She can leave this competition with a silver medal. Still had a lot of room to play with on the board. It wasn't to be for the young Brazilian. She does take silver. Taking second from her first attempt with a jump of 7 meters 76. And the leader on the runway, Kucharczyk from Poland, 4-time world champion, current world record holder, current Paralympic holder, taking season's best in her first 4 jumps in this competition, showing truly why she is the best in this event. Kucharczyk preparing for her final attempt. Currently leading with 5.82. Can she go any better? It's not meant to be. But joy all round for the Polish athlete as she takes that win and takes that gold medal to add to the gold from Tokyo and also London 2012. Not getting as much height as she probably would have hoped. Emotional scenes there for Kucharczyk. Winning this competition with 5 meters 82. Sensational performance from Kucharczyk. Winning this event in a season's best from her 4th attempt. Joyful scenes for her Dutch family and friends there. Kucharczyk taking that win. Cassiano da Silva with the second. And Dalma with the bronze.
Back to the second heat for the women's T38 400. Athletes from the inside: Colombia, Germany, Hungary, Argentina, Guatemala, Australia, and Republic of China.
Heat 2, the women's T38, 400 meters.
Chen Zimo, 4th at the World Championships this year with a 101.51. 22-year-old from Perth. Second at the 23 Worlds. 23-year-old from Guatemala was 5th at the Paralympic Games in Chile last year. Also at the Paralympic Games, 3rd place for Milagros Gonzalez.
Two-time Paralympic champion from Hungary.
Luca Ekla won the long jump here.
Reigning Paralympic champion from Germany.
Lindy Ave won the 400 in Tokyo, 2nd at the World Championships this year. And the Colombian Jimenez Sanchez 3rd in the 100 here in Paris.
T38, 400 meters.
First 3 go through, and the next 2 fastest will qualify. Looking at Ave in 4 and Ekla in 5 to take it out. Jimenez Sanchez in 3. That's a pretty decent PB. So away they go, and Ekla starting to make ground on Gonzalez, outsider, and Ave trying to go with her. Jimenez Sanchez has got good speed, 3rd in the 100 here, and from the inside lane, lane 3, she's following Lindy Ave pretty well. Ekla just starting to gather up the outside runners as they go down towards the end of that back straight. In the extreme outside lane, Chen Zimo is running a very good race. Ekla has control of it though as they come around into the home straight. Lindy Ave trying to stick with it. Ave in the long socks out wide as Chen Zimo trying to hold her form, but Luca Ekla of Hungary is coming through and looks like she's got this, just tightening up a bit. And Rhiannon Clark of Australia is finishing very strongly and might even grab 2nd. She does. Ahead of Lindy Ave. Well, Rhiannon Clark seemingly came from nowhere. What a finish from the young 22-year-old West Australian. Was 7th in Tokyo, but Ekla just felt she had pretty much control of this race. Lindy Ave couldn't quite go with her, and Rhiannon Clark looks well pleased to have grabbed 2nd in 101.39. Now that's an area record for the Australian. 101.02 for Ekla. Has a PB of 59.74, so should be able to go quicker.
Yeah, she did, and you know, Ekla really did take this race out. She is the former world champion in 2023. First 200 was pretty relaxed. She was able to hold and maintain, and then as she came into that home straight, she realized she'd done more than enough work to take this win. You can see her looking on the inside to see if Lindy Ave was able to match her performance of where she was, but she wasn't. But Clark, sensational. Last couple of strides. I think she could potentially be a dark horse going into this final, especially with that finish. And
if she draws a better lane,
yes,
than 8, but had plenty left and all but ran down Ekla, but Ekla had pretty much switched off. Not sure about Ave, but as you say, it'll be interesting to see how Rhiannon Clark goes in the final, because she has qualified along with Ekla and Ave. So Ekla in 101.02, 101.39 for Clark, 101.58 for Ave. And just confirming who's gone through to the final there. Ali Smith from Great Britain, PB 101.06. Nelly Moose and Linda Ave. So 2 there for Germany. And Sophia Passet for France has made it.
Et du côté du lancer du disque, cela a été donné au fil rouge tout au long de cette session. Nous retrouvons Giovanna Hernandez, son 3e et dernier essai. Et les médailles.
Saldariaga Hernandez has been in bronze medal position for most of the competition. As we get down to the end of the F38 discus, and regardless, it's going to be a medal. It's just what colour. And Saldariaga Hernandez, the 20-year-old from Colombia, 5th at 24 Worlds, but a bit higher here. And a bronze medal finish coming up for the Colombian. Smile of delight. 38-36 in the 4th round, her best. Now, Ying Li. Throws it out towards that world record mark. Held by Simone Kruger of 38.82. And Kruger leads it with 38.70. Now this is very close to Kruger's best for Ying Li. Second in Tokyo. Is she second again? It's very close. And it's a high five from Simone Kruger going past. It's a 38.64. And she's just 6 centimetres short of Kruger's 3rd round effort. And Kruger is assured of the gold. Well, not by much. She's probably pleased it doesn't come down to this last attempt. She's all smiles as she goes into the circle one last time. Already banked a Paralympic record. Another fine throw out towards 38. And at 19, she becomes Paralympic champion. Was 5th in Tokyo as a 16-year-old, won the 23 and 24 World Championships. So she's blossomed very early in what could be a long throwing career. 2-time world champion, now Paralympic champion. And Simone Kruger goes around and thanks all her rivals. Good to see.
Fabulous ring of the bell from Karolina Kotarchuk, taking that gold medal in the women's long jump T20. And beautiful scenes in the stadium.
Khosravi men's shot put, F57. That bell's getting a workout. I hope it's all right on the inside. I think it's fairly solidly made.
You'd like to think so.
Yeah. Yes, we know so.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs du lancer de javelot féminin F46.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's javelin throw, F46.
We're in the closing stages of this evening session. We now will be moving to the women's javelin throw, F46 victory ceremony.
Les médailles seront remises par
The medals will be presented by
M. Dwayne Kay, vice-président du comité international paralympique.
Vice President of the International Paralympic Committee,
Accompagné par
accompanied by
M. Rémi Rioux, directeur général de l'Agence française de développement.
Chief Executive Officer of L'Agence Française de Développement.
Médaille de bronze représentant la Grande-Bretagne.
Bronze medalist representing Great Britain, Holly Arnold.
Wonderful bronze from the Brit, Holly Arnold, the 30-year-old athlete, winning a bronze medal here today to add to the gold that she won in Rio. Her biggest hero is Jessica Ennis-Hill. The great, iconic British heptathlon. Congrats to Holly Arnold on the bronze.
Médaille d'argent représentant l'Ouzbékistan.
Silver medalist representing Uzbekistan, Shahina Yigatalova.
Shahina Khan Yigatalova from Uzbekistan taking that sensational silver with a distance of 43.12, setting a new area record. Fantastic performance from the 15-year-old, who's the youngest in the field, only recently taking up the sport. And my, what a fabulous start to her career that she's having.
Médaille d'or, championne paralympique, représentant le Venezuela.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Venezuela,
Nabis Daniela Morello Gil from Venezuela. What a performance from the 24-year-old. Winning that competition on her final throw. The distance of 43.77 and eclipsing Holly Arnold, who was the previous Paralympic record holder. From winning bronze in Tokyo to now gold in Paris.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Venezuela.
Scenes of absolute joy for the Venezuelan athlete, alongside Holly Arnold, who took that bronze medal. Shahina Khan Yetigaleva with the silver, and the gold medalist, Nabilas Daniela Morello-Gil, the medalist from the women's javelins F46.
Et la cloche résonne une dernière fois ici à Paris. Une dernière fois bien sûr pour aujourd'hui avec Simone Kruger, pour l'Afrique du Sud, championne paralympique du lancer de disque par F38.
The winners in this stadium are just so joyful. It's very infectious, you know. You see a smiling athlete go up to the bell and give it a good ring, and what a night, what a scene. Top of the clock, the Eiffel Tower goes all a-glitter, and of course the floating cauldron. Can any other city ever match something like this?
Not right now, no. It has been sensational in Paris. It has. Yeah. Paris have done such a fabulous job of just hosting, you know, the Paralympic Games as well as the Olympics. There's a lot of work that goes into actually hosting these major championships behind the scenes that even we, well, not me, but as a former athlete, that you don't realize until afterwards. So yeah, all praise goes to Paris.
And for their attendance, just turned up in sensational numbers with a marvelous attitude.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs du 100 mètres masculin T51.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 100 meters T51.
Veuillez accueillir les médaillés.
Please welcome the medalists.
And the medalists come from Canada, Belgium and Finland. T51 men's 100.
Les médailles seront remises par
The medals will be presented by
Madame Dominique Carlac, co-présidente du comité de suivi de la charte sociale de Paris 2024.
Co-President of Committee Social Charter Committee.
Accompagné par
Accompanied by
Monsieur Paul Ramler, directeur général de RGS Events.
Chief Executive Officer, RGS Events.
Médaillé de bronze, représentant la Finlande.
Bronze medalist, representing Finland, Tony Pispanen.
Well, Tony Pispanen now has a medal of each colour from this event, although the gold medal came quite a while ago, London 2012. He was second in Tokyo, now third in Paris. And this fine Finnish athlete
Médaillé d'argent, représentant la Belgique.
Silver medalist, representing Belgium, Peter Genin.
Well, Peter Genin, who won Tokyo and Rio and who set a Paralympic record in 2021, has had that Paralympic record broken. But he's had quite a dominant time in this classification, the T51.
Médaille d'or et champion paralympique représentant le Canada.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion, representing Canada, Cody Fournier.
Well, Cody Fournier has pulled off the double. He's won the 200 and now the 100. From Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Victoria, Canada hosted the 1994 Commonwealth Games. A 19.63 second winning time for Cody Fournier.
Mesdames et messieurs, si vous le pouvez, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne du Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Canada.
Mesdames et messieurs, les médaillés paralympiques.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Canada, Belgium and Finland. Cody Fournier, Peter Janin, Tony Pispanen. The T51 first, second and third. Fournier a little too quick. So what a good session it's been. Not too many left. Makes one a little sad to realise that, but it's been a great session and we'll treasure some memories out of this one for sure.
Excellente soirée ce soir au Stade de France. En tout cas, nous, on a adoré vous voir réagir, vous voir danser, vous voir chanter, vous voir vous enthousiasmer devant les perfs des athlètes. C'est un véritable plaisir et un honneur d'être là tous les soirs avec vous, tous les matins pour ces championnats paralympiques.
Women's Javelin F46. First of the field events. And a field of 11, including Holly Arnold, who won in Rio. And could she back it up? Holly Arnold's best would be a 40.59 in the third round. And just not really near the 45 metres that she's capable of. Sometimes it's there and sometimes not. We all know that feeling. And third place it would be for Holly Arnold. And emerging onto the scene at the age of 15, Shahinakorn Yegatialeva of Uzbekistan. And the crowd loved the way she threw, the way she enjoyed the competition and how far she threw it. An area record and a big personal best of 43.12, over 2 metres longer than she'd ever thrown before. What might she achieve? Well, silver medal on this occasion. Nabis Daniela Marila Gil, 24-year-old from Venezuela, waited until her final throw to take this competition. And talk about a PB when you want it most. And a Paralympic record and a 43.77. Fouled with the first attempt, won a gold medal with the last. And Marilo Gil took the gold from Yagitialeva and Arnold, Uzbekistan and Great Britain. Men's shot put, F57. World record belonging to Khosravi, Islamic Republic of Iran. And would he prevail again? Well, India's Kato Otoj Sima had a solid competition. His fourth effort, a 14.65, and that was a personal best. Put yourself on the big stage and do your best. Can't do much more. Third it would be Tiago Paulino dos Santos. Through 13.87, 14.63, and then he beat 15 metres with a 15.06 for his third attempt. A 38-year-old. And that would be good enough for second. But Khosravi did the business. 16.01 is his world record. Almost got there with that too. A 15.96 fourth attempt. Just 5 centimetres shy of his world record, but a new Paralympic record with that 15.96. And top spot on the podium. Khosravi, Islamic Republic of Iran, then Brazil and India. Women's long jump, T20. World record holder and favourite would be Karolina Kocasic, but this was Fatma Altın of Turkey. 21-year-old was always around third position. Came up with a couple of personal bests, a 5.66 and then a 5.73. And well pleased with that. Zeleda Cassiano da Silva started in a big rush with a 5.76 and led the field through the first couple of rounds with that fine jump. But Karolina Kocasic knows how it's done at this level. Paralympic record holder from Tokyo, where she had a 6.03. In the fourth round, 5.82 is when she took the lead and kept it. Kocasic from Cassiano da Silva and Altın in the women's long jump T20. Women's discus F38. Xiomara Saldariago Hernandez. Well, Maria Sanchez, beg your pardon. Now that is Saldariago Hernandez. And a 38.36 in the fourth round. Li Yingli. Looking to get it out around 37, 38 metres. And in the last round, a 38.64 really was very close to taking the whole event. She'd been sitting second for a while, fouled with a fifth attempt through 38.64 and was just 6 centimetres away from gold. Silver to be, it would be for Li Yingli. And Simone Kruger of the Republic of South Africa, 19-year-old, with such a fluid action throwing a Paralympic record of 38.70, displacing Rosa Castro of Mexico's 33.73, set in Tokyo by almost 5 meters, a new Paralympic record. Li Yingli beat it as well. And gold to the gracious Happy Kruger, Li Yingli, and Saldiriago Hernandez second and third for Republic of China and Colombia. Victory to South Africa. A great night at the Stade de France. Wrapping up now. Marvellous events in the field, on the track, and an almost capacity crowd, highly entertained. Well, again, a great spread of nations taking the spoils. India, Venezuela, the Netherlands, Islamic Republic of Iran, Poland, South Africa, Canada and China. Hunter Woodhall of the USA, his wife here to see his gold. A great night, great stories, and still some more to come. For now, though, it's goodbye from Stade de France.